We are getting lots of questions, of course. And as we look at the three components that you outlined, so again, to repeat, finding out what a VIP wants and showing how you can help, and then asking a yes or no question. Most of the questions early on are about something fundamental or before all that, which is actually gaining a referral. And to put it differently, meeting someone who is well enough connected to a VIP so that they can introduce you and give you their email. Do you have any thoughts on, or can you share how you do that? Because you're not suddenly formed and know everybody. Of course, you meet people through people. Can you share with us how you've done that?
Sure, sure. You think of it as a process. One leads to the other. You get in a conversation with one person, and then if your goal is to get them to help you get in contact with the other person, you don't just jump into it and say, hey, person I don't know, can you help me get in touch with big VIP that you know? You don't go there. You find out what the contact wants, try to help them get what they want, whatever that is, and you build a conversation there, and then the conversation segues directly into getting a hold of that person. I'll give you a perfect example.
Great.
I'll give you a perfect example. I was when my most recent book came out, it was very important to me that I get some high visibility endorsements. Business books is a really competitive field, and a lot of big names they get flooded with books, and so they get 5-6 books a day. I personally get 2 or 3 books a day, so it's very difficult to get the attention of people who whose name would actually help you sell the book or provide credibility for your book. I happen to know, one of the people I asked immediately was one who was kind of like, well, he's a B-level guy. A guy named Bob Sutton. He's written a couple books, and he's a consultant who deals with people in Silicon Valley. So I had been corresponding with him, and I said, do you know any? I noticed that you've done some events with Guy Kawasaki. I said, how well do you know him? Oh, and he said, oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, we have dinner as family sometimes, stuff like that. Like he knows him personally. So I asked him, would you mind forwarding my book to him with a note that he'd take a look at it? And he said, sure, yeah, I'll do that. And so that then allowed me to get in touch with Guy Kawasaki. And then I was able to continue to have a conversation with Guy over some of the stuff that he was doing with his new company, and was able to figure out a way to help him out with doing publicity for his company, and so now we trade tweets, and I've helped him promote his books and his new books as they come out, and in fact. One of his I discovered that one of his books turns out now to be one of my very favorite books. So even though that was in the context of authors and books, it just shows exactly what can happen. You work with one contact, and you just find you help them, and they help you, and then you build a relationship, and then that naturally goes to can you help me get a hold of someone else. It's not a super quick process, but it's not a super slow process either. I'd say that whole thing from originally contacting Bob to finally getting the attention of Guy Kawasaki was about 3 weeks. So it wasn't like it took a little patience, but it wasn't like it took years or anything like that.
Sure.
So you just build your relationships like that. You get in conversations with people. Using the insider system, and then those naturally turn into other conversations with other people.